We were looking at something that will be a crust of earth coming out of the land, just to shelter you, your family and your needs, and peacefully integrate itself to the surrounding nature.
So you started, and it was just this very narrow olive grove.
With a series of olives and a total width of 30 meters. So yes, we had to keep a distance of 10 meters from each side, and we were left with a width of 9 meters only for the house. That's why the house is so elongated, and it has a length of 60 meters.
I mean, it's coming out of the ground.
It's coming out of the ground, yes, indeed. And the whole roof is planted, so you can walk on it.
Things are growing.
It's quite lush, the garden. Because this finished in 2013, and I remember the greenery was not so lush. I am surprised today to see this wonderful plant coming out of the roof, which is not only beautiful, but it also offers incredible protection from the western sun.
Good soil up here, I guess.
The thickness of the soil here is just 12 centimeters. These are just pillows with the appropriate material in order for the plants to grow. And each pillow is 1 by 1 meter, let's say, and it's placed on the roof. So theoretically, you may take out the roof as it is with the plants and take them somewhere else.
Is the idea that this is just kind of a place to walk, a little park?
Yes, of course you can walk on the roof, and on the top there is a small circular platform where you can sit and relax, watch the view.
This does feel like a crack in the earth, like as if it's just opened up a bit.
Yes, the whole building is like a crust of earth that is slightly elevated in order to host its life underneath. That's why at the point where we have the greatest width here of 9 meters, we have also the greatest height. And then it progressively gets lower and reconnects to the ground. The house, each house, should basically be a shelter, something that will protect you. And this house is essentially just a roof, which is a shelter. That's why I think that it's quite primal. Βρήκαμε που θα πάμε.
Στο κέντρο.
Βρήκαμε να το κοντά, δεν ξέρουμε.
Όφρος επειδή έχει πολύ...
Εδώ τρώμε. Εδώ είναι ένα μέρος όπου καθόμαστε, τρώμε, πίνουμε. Στην αρχή ήμασταν, όταν ήρθαμε από την Αθήνα, καθόμασταν πιο πολύ έξω. Στη συνέχεια, στην πορεία, είδαμε ότι δεν χρειαζότανε. Μα όπως μας αρέσει πολύ και το σαλόνι και να καθόμαστε να γναντεύουμε, να βλέπουμε έξω, να πίνουμε καφέ.
So you see that the bedroom is really just part of the outside.
The bedroom is part of the outside, and it's also a continuation of the living room. This is the main bedroom at the one tip of the house, and there is the other bedroom at the other tip of the house.
So you fit the living room and the dining room into the widest part of the house, and then everything else just gets really narrow.
Yes, because it's a rhomboid. And while we enter into the bedroom, the space itself gets darker, and we are led to the bathroom and then the closet.
It gets very narrow.
This is just the space you need for a bathroom. We have the shower and the basin. And then there is a very, very long closet and a small window.
Right, because for a closet, all you need is something narrow. So you chose...
The tip to be filled by the closet, so that you do not lose any space of the half of the triangle that the rhomboid is.
So, and it slopes.
It has, in order to integrate the floor into its field, because the plot itself is inclined.
So instead of leveling the plot,
No, you cannot level the plot and make the plot at a length of 60 meters completely even. This would be very bad for the plot itself.
so you see that the bedroom is very, very open.
This closes, of course, but you also close this. And in order to achieve both privacy and less light for the bed itself, there is a curvilinear curtain that closes this space.
So then it becomes really intimate in here.
It has a very, let's say, theatrical character.
So instead of a wall, you did just a soft close. But there is a second door. So you made that all glass for the other. So that's more for sound than visual privacy.
It's for sound.
Yeah.
Yes, basically.
But so it's open. You're not worried about the bedroom being closed off so much.
No, and the owners love it.
Έλα. Δηλαδή, συνήθως ανοίγουμε μέχρι εδώ.
In the summer or...
Βέβαια, δεν υπάρχει και κανένας. Εντάξει, συνήθως δεν το κλείνουμε όλο αυτό. Έτσι είναι πιο...
Do you ever sleep like this?
Τόσο όχι, because αν είναι μέχρι εδώ θα σκοτωθείς. Οπότε και να σηκωθείς να πας στην τουαλέτα, να είναι... Εδώ είναι η τουαλέτα.
And so this stays closed.
Ναι, και αυτά.
Because it's the toilet, yeah.
Κάποιες φορές μας αρέσει να είναι και ανοιχτό, αλλά δεν είναι λειτουργικό. Και η καρνταρόμπα.
So it's very long.
Ναι, ναι, είναι. Είναι μεγάλη.
Are these all your clothes?
Yes.
Yes? And your husband's? He gets the end. Ah! He gets squeezed in the back.
Τέλεια, δεν θέλει περισσότερα.
He doesn't mind. It's funny that a house gets so small. It's
Ναι,
tiny.
ναι, 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 ναι.
This is still the house and it's just
Ναι, απ' έξω.
Why?
Ναι. Το τελευταίο κομμάτι, the last part of the house.
is part of the land. It's part
Ναι,
of the,
είναι,
right?
ναι, είναι
Yeah.
μέσα, ναι, είναι μέσα,
Yeah.
αυτό είναι μέσα.
So it's getting much, much, much narrower and lower. And that's just because that's what the land did, the train.
Yes.
And this is the widest point.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why we have the sofa. We may move to the other part of the house, through this corridor that leads us to one of the two smaller bedrooms, this one with the closet, that is connected to a bathroom, that is also connected to the second smaller bedroom, that is also connected to the kitchen. So there is a continuous circular movement throughout the house.
So it's almost a serpentine type of...
It is this fluidity.
So a bedroom off a kitchen, I mean, it doesn't really...
No, but it has its door, of course. And it's pink color because we have a girl inside here. And then this pink turns into a green, but also a pink basin and a pink curtain.
Εδώ είναι το δωμάτιο της Ιωάννας. Εδώ πάλι η κουρτίνα κλείνει ανάλογα. Εδώ. Αλλά δεν σε βλέπει κάποιος όταν έρχεται, έτσι. Είναι πολύ σημαντικό γιατί από εδώ φαίνεσαι. Μπορεί κάποιος να κατέβει και να σε δει, ενώ έτσι δεν φαίνεται κανένας. Εδώ είναι το μπάνιο, το οποίο ανοίγει και από τις δύο μεριές και από εδώ, αλλά ανοίγει και από την άλλη. Και Εδώ είναι το ντους, η τουαλέτα. Εδώ είναι το γραφείο. Εδώ είναι καναπές κρεβάτι, couch bed. Όταν ήταν μικρή και εδώ είναι ο χώρος, δουλεύαμε εδώ, όλοι εδώ. Και εδώ ξανά η κουζίνα και το σαλόνι. Αν κλείσεις και αυτή την πόρτα, γίνεται η απομόνωση, αλλά μπορείς να κλείσεις εδώ και τις κουρτίνες.
For privacy or for sunlight?
Και από όλα. Ούψ. Και αυτή μπορεί να κλείσει. Μία κουρτίνα. Στην ουσία χωρίζει το χώρο. 2 χώροι. Ένας και άλλος ένας.
Okay. It's interesting where you
Of
choose
course.
to put the doors.
Yeah.
You-
We choose to put the doors at places where you cannot feel them as borders. So this is the door that separates the room with the space, the basement space underneath. And it is totally transparent. So it does not interrupt the feeling of the roof. We didn't want the feeling of the roof to be interrupted. It comes down to the ground and we may walk from this point to the whole roof.
And you're just taking shapes.
You have the basic shape, which is the rhomboid, and then you have to cut it. The design derives from the initial central idea. And now we may move to the lower part.
Now you're going underground.
This is completely underground, but it is connected to the parking. So these are a series of supportive spaces. This is quite nice. So this is a collection of toys of Petros and his desk.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's an underground kitchen, right? Probably nice in summer, not too hot, right? Cooler, yeah?
This is the garage entrance. You see how this facade is more closed?
So that makes sense. So this, you're not getting too much sunlight in summer.
You don't want sun in summer from this part. That's why it's more closed.
And with snow, it's very good.
That's a house. And all the garden on the roof, just totally white.
The roof.
Oh, you cannot even see it. So it really has seasons here.
Yes.
The landscape here is quite, let's say, it's not dramatic, but it's very gentle. I really like this plant, and I could not have imagined that the roof that we had conceived as hovering, cantilever, would finally be connected to the ground through this plant. It's really amazing.
And you really see again the shrinking. It's just.
These are games of perspective, essentially, that unite the building itself to its surroundings.